For who was not here before, I'm going to present myself again. My name is Hector Gabriel. I'm from Brazil. And right now, I'm going to show about my master project. There is using AI on Wikipedia and Wikidata editing for health education, implementation and evaluation. This is also a project in the context of the project here in health that is funded by the FAPESP. There is a scientific agency in Brazil. There is also part or related to the Computational Geology Network. My objective with this session is to explore one approach developing to integrate the use of generative AI in health education for editing on Wikipedia and Wikidata. As a context for this, I'm going to use hearing health education. The students that are taking class and audiology. Okay? The education applications of AI and collaborative knowledge production remain an open question. During this conference, we're going to have other sessions that are going to discuss this, and in the morning, we heard about the multi-generational strategy from the foundation. So this is a hot topic to be discussed by the community. As my project aims to present this as a teaching model and education approach. When we can use AI to assistance as an assistant tool for improvements made by students on Wikimedia articles, Wikipedia articles, and Wikidata entries. So I'm going to propose a framework to compare the use of AI that can include matching design evaluation and also human design evaluation. Okay, all the colors of the slides was a little bad. Sorry. Yeah, my computer, the yellow was better. Sorry. Okay, my machine evaluation approach. For that, I'm going to use Auris. Auris is currently being replaced, or is already replaced actually, by Between, but it was a model developed to evaluate quality of content on Wikipedia projects, for example, Wikipedia and Wikidata. This runs specific machine models machine learning models and evaluate article quality and item quality on Wikidata, and right now was replaced by Live Other tool that I'm going to be utilizing in my research is the Proof automated provenance verification. There is a project developed to verify if Wikidata entry has statements validated or supported by textual sources. And other point to mention in this here is to highlight that AI is not new for the Wikimedia movement and the Wikimedia projects. We are using AI tools for a long time. And I also mentioned one part of the strategy that was also mentioned in the morning. There is the part about artificial intelligence for teachers and the role that the Wikipedia Foundation possesses about understanding that the use of AI as open, audible, and human-centered. Other examples is the bot policy, the large language model policy, the commons discussion about the use of AI generate images, and also, and most important, how we can use text generated by large language models on Wikipedia. My point here is that you can use text generate on Wikipedia, but you need to do this in a certain way that is going to be better described further in my presentation. But we are also just following the main rules of Wikipedia, like mass use, for example, not use mass insertion of content or reveal delays, or for example, no original research about verifiability. Okay, this is the main approach of my research. My research actually has two parts, two arms, two brains. The first one is when I going to work with students, undergraduate students, and the second part I work with patients in a clinic at the Brazilian health system. That I'm going to also use artificial intelligence and Wikimedia projects, but for trying to understand how these patients access and interact to information on Wikipedia. So in the first part of my research, I have a group of students, undergraduate students, that are going to be assigned to tasks that are editing Wikipedia and Wikidata content, some articles and some items. These items and articles are going to be tracked by the dashboard, and I have a control group and an intervention one. The control group has the are not going to use, are not allowed to use artificial intelligence, and the intervention group are going to use intelligence to assistance, as assistance to, as assistance to, for the editions on Wikipedia and Wikidata. And okay, this is the evaluation approach. The first step is about the selection of the content. For the selection of the content, which content should be used and should be selected for edition on Wikipedia and Wikidata. I'm going to use ours, lecturing, and also Requine to select the most relevant information and content on Wikipedia and Wikidata for edition. This is also be validated by the research team. Then the graduating students are going to take specific training on how to use Wikipedia, Wikidata, and AI. This is the most important aspect of my research. The main motivation was students were using AI in different contexts at university, at educational classes, and even during Wikipedia assessments. So maybe it's better try to bring them here and teaching them how to use Wikipedia together with AI. And they are not going to be allowed to generate a whole article using AI, but just some sentences using, for example, external sources to improve a specific context, specific sentences they are writing about, improve some aspect of the text, of the tasks they are doing. Here, as an example, I use ChatGPT because when I write my project, it was the main large language model available. If I'm going to write my project today and submit it for the final agency, I'm probably going to select the other option, especially because in the global search right now we have different options. We have options in Brazil and Latin America that they are equivalent to ChatGPT. So this is just an example, okay? So the students after this training are going to be separated in these two groups and going to have this process of editing some articles and some items on Wikipedia and Wikidata. And how this is going to be evaluated. Using specific rubric, ajuded a system of specialists are going to evaluate the quality of the items and the Wikipedia articles. So human evaluation, that's going to be also compared to evaluation by machine learning. So we're going to compare how humans against machine evaluation. And after all this, a curatorship of the editions. The the initial editions of the students are going to be published in the Wikipedia or Wikidata. So there's also a good step, a good attention to how to control this, and how also it's going to be communicated to the Wikipedia community. There is also a part of how it's going to be evaluated. So how students are going to be accessed, how are going to try to access the experience of how students think about the use of artificial intelligence together with Wikipedia and Wikidata, and how they understand the training. So these are more technical aspects. More of some details. Different stages are going to be conducted. 3 training sessions. The time for that. How the students are going to be teacher. The select of the content using machine lead selection, documenting the use of large language models through Wikipedia and Wikidata community. The evaluation by using machine lead models, review of the content and the publication, and also the evaluation of the perception and how the students have the how the students perceive the perceptions of the students in relation to the research. Just some more details about this. The Wikipedia task assessment, there is this. The Wikipedia task assessment is an adaptation of an article that was published in 2021. There is an article here. Thais Morata is one of the actors. This article has a specific assessment questionnaire that is extremely interesting to evaluate how students have perceptions about the use of Wikipedia and the context of a class assessment. And here, example of rubric for evaluation of the quality of the students' use, how the students were able to improve the quality of Wikipedia content. Okay, thank you very much. Please, questions.
We're done. Thank you.
So, did I understand correct that you constructed a course teaching students how to edit video using with like use of AI tools?
Yeah.
Yes. Where can we find this course? Sounds interesting.
Okay. It's not exactly a course. It was like more educational assessment, because it was conducted during a class, during a course. During a course at the university, I'm conducting my research. Yeah, this is the structure I'm conducting at. Yeah. They're not yet published because they are currently right now.
Just curious, congratulations. Which model do you use today? Yes.
Oh, okay. In Brazil, we have a Brazilian model that was training mainly on Portuguese material that called meta-wiki. There is a word in Brazil. There was also a Latin American model that was in the news recently. But this Brazilian model is extremely interesting. DeepSeek is also a good option because it's extremely low cost. So for research, it's interesting.
Also, if you're at the university, probably have access to Scopus AI with Elsevier. It's brilliant. It's really, really good.
More questions?
Those are for my email, but I had voice. And how to get Wikipedia without how to get
I'll talk about AI with others. Perfect. I think that research that I mentioned, I'm not sure if you had here during the presentation in the morning about the multi-generational research strategy, because this is amazing. This is just like a position of foundation, not a position of use the AI everywhere, but it's a position, okay, we need to understand this, not directly fight against. This is the point in my research, one of the secondary objectives. Like, it's better try to understand this, bring the students together to otherwise that, oh no, I'm not going to use AI, my students are forbidden about it. So I think having this approach, this kind of speech, we can start convincing others. Thank you very much. Is it okay? Oh, sorry. It's right. Switching language.
I think there are no more questions.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.